Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where last time I finally arrived in Zajana, so now let's speak with Mizadi.
When you have a moment, I believe your friend Habak can be found in the Hamakila, the great library on the hill.
Thank you for accompanying me here. It's helpful to have a friendly face in this city. When you're done in the library, please return here. I would have your company when I go before the door wards. Okie dokie, I guess so. So I guess that's a hint to go into the library. Of course, even Ikanush wishes to meet me there also, but he wants me to meet him somewhere else first, so let's go to the Nether Gate and find out what he needs. From what I understand, the Nether Gate is along the main road, all the way at the end, and I'm pretty certain that this is not going to lead us into a special dimension where you're going to run into things full of lava and fire and all sorts of stuff like that. Surely we're not going to run into anything like that in this game, right? Well, I guess we're going to find out. And if so, well, I was wondering if Inkanush could protect us from gas and little things like that so that we won't have a problem. Anyway, I believe that this is the nether gate that is coming up ahead. There is one distinctive feature about the nether gate, and that is that it is closed. Hmm, food for future expansion or something? You have caught up with Inkanush and Ulashar at Kab Kitax, the nether gate.
Ah, yes, my friend. Ulishar told me he came with you to the city.
Ikanush gestures at the great southern gate. Whatever you name the city of Zajan, like the Ordekai, or Zajana, like the door wards, it seems both groups agree on this one point. The Nethergate must remain sealed against the possibility of invasion by the Shokor to the south. You have already spoken to Glorfindel. He came not with you here. Is there still time for to visit the great library before we return to him? Yes, I think we should be able to do that. He's agreed to report on the quality of Terkar's traveler's performance, but there should still be time to visit the library before then. All right. So that means. Ulashar? Something
I
wrong?
am sorry. Did you say the name Terkar's Travelers?
Yes, so he did. Yes, a troop of them are coming here, and Glorfindel is going to be at their next performance. Ah, I know this group, Heinleaf, but I never thought to see them again. Terkar and his theater company were the very folk who aided me in my escape from Mimek's duel. I owe them my freedom and my life. Ooh, all right.
I will always be in Terkar's debt for the kindness he showed me.
One last act of defiance before we marched to the war, he told me, when we were safely out of Imakdul and heading eastwards. That was a week before he and his men were to report to the northern march with the rest of the Shagani conscripts from Murkala. They wished not to go, but it would mean death if they refused. It is good to learn they have returned from the war. Okay, well, that's good to hear then.
We came to this place to learn if the Tharduth pose a threat to these lands.
We came here to learn if they pose a great threat to this land, and the great library of Zijana, the Kalmachila, will aid us in this. The wisdom of many centuries is contained within. When last I walked these streets, it proved most informative on the great number of subjects. But let none claim that I'm not without feelings to learn that Ulashar's absent friends have come to the city must delay our visit to the archives of Jijana. My research can surely wait for the duration of their performance. How long could such a thing be? The Kamahila has remained secure even while the city burned. So protective have the keepers been over the centuries. Well, so speak to me if you're amenable to this plan. All right, so we are going to go to see this play first.
Then let us consume the day's entertainment for Ulishar's sake.
But also for our sake. Afterwards, we will go to the Kamahila, the word fortress of Zajana. All right? So, let's go and see a little play.
They are about to start. How fortunate we came to Zajana on this day.
Ooh. I am so pleased to see that Terkar's experience fighting in the north has not robbed him of his desire to perform. I hope that you enjoy the play, Pineleaf. They were most skilled when I met them, and their catalog of entertainments was dense and varied. Okay, so I guess I can sit down.
My friend Adolsi Abias. Where then is Terkar?
We of Terkar's travelers hope you will enjoy the day's entertainment. If it please you to reward our efforts today with meager coin, it would be welcome. And should that meager coin be joined with a more generous number, that would be most welcome. What is it, Imalek?
These good people came here for a story at Halsey. They wished for excitement, not for your outstretched hand seeking their coins.
You are right, Imalek. What can we do about that?
We can give it to them.
Our trick archer, Imalek.
Da-da-da.
Then let us begin. Please enjoy the wisdom of Sajana Resplendent, as performed by Terkar's travelers.
I am beginning to worry about Terkar. He it was who would introduce each of the plays.
Uh-oh.
Long ago, the Shagor tribes dwelt in the dry plains to the southeast. The desert winds were unceasing. The sands of Gulsachasha would only grow.
Okay.
The Shorgor followed the stars in the sky to the ridge of Morjala. The Khanag they established would be called Dagan. It would eventually be known as Jajan. In time, the name Jajan would become Zajana, the city in which you now sit.
Ah, this play is quite good.
Okay.
I am the Hool of Ordach. I understand there is gold to be found here, and jewels.
Please, mighty one, Sajana is a place of scholarly wisdom and peace.
No, it belongs to Ordach now. Its plains will feed my Mumakil.
Wonderful.
Behold the mighty Mumak. Its appetite cannot be satisfied.
Well, that's the smallest moonmuck I've ever seen. A hobbit? And so far from the Shire? It is true that you have traveled far from that sheltered land yourself, my friend, but I have come to understand that you are rather extraordinary. To see any hobbit kind so far from your northern home is a surprise to me. This performance has become most interesting, Pineleaf.
Let me tell you a story, Hul. Long ago, A stranger came to Sajana. People said he was a wizard.
Ooh. I've been playing a wizard?
I am the wizard Inkanush. I seek the city of gates.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, poor Gandalf.
Ah, here is a gate. But how shall I open it?
Are you sure he is a wizard?
For 3 days and nights, the wizard stared at the gate, willing it to open. At last, the guards approached him.
What is it you want, wizard?
I want to come in, but the gate will not open.
Have you tried knocking?
Preposterous. That is not how it was.
Oh well.
Is there a point to this story? I have a war to wage and kingdoms to conquer.
The wizard asked to see the scrolls and books of the city.
I wish to see the scrolls and books of the city.
The libraries of Sajana contain thousands of these. Which one would you like to read?
Well, I should think, all of them.
Well, that sounds like Ikunush on occasion.
So, what did this wizard of yours learn?
Oh, I know not. No one does.
Then you have been wasting my time.
Not at all. During my story, the people of Sajana have gathered in secret. Now they will rise up against you and take back their city.
Oops.
For that is the true wisdom of Sajana the Splendid. Never again will it be ruled by others.
Okay. I enjoyed the performance, Pine Leaf, as I knew I would, but there are so many missing faces. Did so few of my friends return from the war? Alas, that is the way of wars. Well, what do you have to say about this, Ikanush? I have some criticisms about my portrayal, Pine Leaf. What a shock. I just hope I wasn't the one that killed half their company.
It was good of Inkanush to delay his plans so we might attend this performance.
Then now I have more questions than before. Oh?
When I knew Terkar, it was customary after a performance for the company to gather.
Yes, we would gather to the nearest tavern to spend a portion of the day's coin on ale. I would like to see if that remains the case, Pine Leaf. Let us look for them among the markets to the southwest, where it is possible that they will acquire food and drink to sustain them following the performance. Okay, so find Terkar's travelers on the western market of Zajana. Okay, I guess I could go and see if they're there. I think we need to head up into this section of the town. And to find this tavern. And who knows, I should also keep an eye out for any cats that may be in the area. You've discovered the court of Laurenasta.
Who has the best shera in Sajana? It's Majarian. Of course, of course.
But who has the time to spread the gift of cheese? Not Majanya. She has to make the cheese. She has to sell the cheese. You can help Majana, can't you? Deliver these baskets of cheese to our needy customers. Oh, do it quickly, or the cheese will melt in the heat. I've put the address in the blankets. You can help Majana, won't you? Sure, I should perfectly understand these addresses in a city where I have just arrived. Oh well, let's see what we've got here. Ulashar has spoken with his friends and wears a mournful expression. Well, sounds like a few didn't return from the war then.
I have spoken to Satagera, and it is as I feared.
Sadagira's husband, Terkar, perished in the north, as did several others of the troop. The fire eater, Zurush, the twins, Darjo and Orhil. No word has come back of Khazid or Uranam, but Imalek fears that they must have also died in battle. She was wounded during the retreat before the mighty city and saw them no more. But the tidings are not all sad. Zimaleka was held and reserved in the river city and saw no fighting. Her soldiers were driven south as Gondor advanced, and a fortunate star must shine upon Marshkanu, for Sadagera tells me that he was wounded in the forest early during the fighting, and was not made to march upon Minas Tirith. Ooh. I mourn for the friends who were so kind to me, Pine Leaf, and I honor their memory. And despite this sorrow, my heart fills to once again see those of Takar's travelers who remain to bring joy to the folk of Shigana. All right. Well, let's see. This is Satagera.
I am Satagera, the widow of Terkar, and I am the playwright of this company of traveling players.
I am pleased to meet any friend of Ulashar, for the Kinta is dear to us all, and he was as he was to my husband. It was Terkar's travelers that smuggled him out of captivity of Vordok before most of our company were sent to war. Did he tell you that? One last act of defiance, my Terkar called it. I am glad that he did as he bade, for Ulashar's treatment in that city was hard. I think that he would not have survived among the Ordokai for many more months. I invite you to speak with the others of my company. A cloud hangs over us this day, but do not let it trouble you. It is a private matter, and one that we can handle ourselves. Okay? Now, let's see what we've got here. Well, first off, we have the Hobbit here. Jessamine.
A friend of Ulishar is a friend of mine.
I am called Jessamine, and I am a singer, tumbler, juggler, and player of drums for Terkar's travelers. Uh, what is it that you can do? Well, I'm a warden and an adventurer, and that in the north I am known as a hobbit. I'm wondering, where are you from? Have you ever heard of the Shire? The Shire? No, that name is not familiar to me. I live on the dusty road, friend. You are one of the few that I have encountered in Shadowgame that looks as I do. I hope that you are not seeking to join the company. When Sadigan has need of somebody to play a child, a goblin, or the legendary Trisker Kef, she can rely upon Jessamine and no other. Well, there is that. In other words, you don't want the competition. Okay, here we have Imelech.
I am Imalech, trick archer and juggler of the company, and it is a pleasure to meet any friend of Ulishar.
Sadigera Guerra insists upon writing villainous roles for me. The deadly marksman who threatens the heroes, the brooding lieutenant on the evil king. I have prevailed upon her to give me something romantic next time, something baldy. We can all use a good laugh after what we went through in the north. I keep hoping that Khazin or Uraman will stroll up and demand a drink, but there has been no word. They were most skilled with their blades, but the foes arrayed against us were terrifying and numerous, frightening, mounted demons bellowing for death. In other words, you ran against the Rohirrim. Not that there were demons or not, but they were certainly mounted. And yes, and I remember Elmer really crying for death. Death, death, death! Maybe I shouldn't tell them that I was at the Pelennor Fields. Atalsi?
I am a Talsi. Like Satagera and our former leader Terkar, I am from Sajana.
She falls silent, but her eyes remain active, scanning the crowds. Oh, forgive me if I am distracted. I collect the coins for our performance, and during our latest it seems that some quick-fingered thief replaced our purse with one of similar heft and weight, but different in content. Gray stones instead of shiny coins. Zmecha and Ashamun have gone in search of the villain, but until they return with the right purse, I will not be satisfied. Ooh, interesting. Maybe I should go and speak with them? I suppose that's a possibility. Well, let's see. Before I do that, this is Mashkanu.
I am the wardrobe master of this company, and am called Mashkano.
I caught sight of you from the stage, stranger. Who is that hooded man with whom you watched in the performance? The hooded man? Oh, that's the wizard Ikanush, and he may have taken some issue with this portrayal in the play. Ikanush is a figure of legend and myth, an odd wanderer and a troublemaker. Are you perhaps mistaken? Not really. Well, who knows though? And oh yes, I now need to speak with Ulashar again.
Can we not help my friends recover their stolen purse of coins?
I feel bad that the theft occurred as we watched the performance, and that we noticed it not. What says Satajera to this? I have only ventured with you for a short time, Pineleaf, but already I know you for one who helps others when the chance comes. We will not allow us to lay us over much. Ikanush would certainly understand, will he not? Well, I'll ask Sadagera and see what she has to say about this.
Asharmul and Simelka are capable of retrieving our stolen purse. But if you are willing to help,
I will not refuse to help. This is not the first time that such a theft has occurred, and it will not be the last. Look for them in the residential district of Zajana to the southeast, for the thief is likely to have fled for the Ora-controlled district of the city. So I will see if I could find them. But then we'll have to wait till the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.